Good afternoon, everybody. Welcome back to the channel. Thanks again for watching this video. And I was just actually made aware of this regarding the Queen of Spades, Shayna Baszler, signing a new contract with WWE. Ringside News is the source. The link will be in the comments section down below. And I'm going to show you guys a little bit about this. Fightful Select, Sean Ross Sapp has confirmed the former women's tag team champion and NXT champion Shayna Baszler has re-signed with WWE. According to the report, Baszler's deal was nearing its expiration date this year, but the company and the 44-year-old star came to terms on a new multi-year contract. And I've been very pro Shayna Baszler ever since she came into WWE. I consider Shayna Baszler to be the toughest woman in wrestling currently, and definitely of all time. But creatively in the past, I have been very critical regarding the creative direction that they have pushed her in decisions that really contradict the way that they build Baszler up from the very beginning. Coming up from NXT to the main event roster, the feud with Becky Lynch, and then having her lose at WrestleMania. And since then, she was really not utilized to the main event level for quite some time. They started putting her with tag team partners, and then she turned on them. But through it all, they keep having her rely on other people when they build her up as a killer. Shayna Baszler in a tag team is such repetitive, non-logical sense. I've said repeatedly over and over again, WWE, they need to build her up. They need to put her back on the path of being by herself. No more tag team partners. If they're going to do this, now that she has signed a deal, I want Shayna Baszler to become a singles wrestler. I don't want her in trios. I don't want her in tag teams. I have been very vocal because it just doesn't work. This is one of the many creative things that I don't like that WWE has done to her. That, and they put her in these goofy angles from time to time that makes realistically no sense. When they had her running away from Alexa Bliss's doll, they just really have not given us the Shayna Baszler that we remember. Shayna Baszler is supposed to be going after a championship. She's supposed to be her own person. She's supposed to be this woman who doesn't care who she faces. She just wants to destroy. And they have put her either on a losing streak or in a tag team. This is one of the many things I hope WWE does with changing now that she signed a new contract. If any luck, I think that I think they should have her win the Women's Royal Rumble, go to WrestleMania, and face the champion and become a champion. The 2025 Royal Rumble, when that comes around, I think it's time to make Shayna Baszler win it. I think Shayna Baszler is ready for a championship run and has been for a long time. I am so tired of them just nerfing this whole thing with her. Build her up, knock her down. Build her up, knock her down. And some of her feuds with people, I feel like a lot of them were not really showcasing what Baszler could do. I think ever since SummerSlam last year when she beat Ronda Rousey, they've had so many missed opportunities with the Queen of Spades, and they haven't really built her up the right way. She faced Zoey Stark in a couple of matches, and then they formed an alliance like they never faced each other. She's been relying on she's been relying on Zoey Stark and now Sonya Deville. But for a while, nobody could really tell what she was anymore, whether a heel or a babyface. Because in the feud with Rousey, nobody could figure out who was what. And then they start basically making her tag with Zoey Stark, and it just really was, it was just really misdirection, and they didn't capitalize on it. But with any luck, now that she signed a new deal, maybe they might see this as loyalty. Maybe they might actually push her the right way. Maybe we finally will see Shayna Baszler emerge as a women's champion. I mean, at this point, having her turn on tag team partners, it's kind of like she's following the path of The Miz in a sense. But if WWE wants to go ahead, give us the real Shayna Baszler back, that is going to be awesome. She goes after baby faces and heels. She doesn't care who gets in her way. What they did years ago at the Elimination Chamber when she ran through everybody, that's the Baszler that I miss. And while I get it creatively. They can't keep having her do the same thing with destroying people because it gets to be repetitive. But would you rather them keep a certain realism with her than making her go into these stupid angles that make no sense, that are just not really something she'd be about, like the Alexa Bliss thing and tag teaming with tag team partners she had no chemistry with except for Ronda Rousey? They've got to do better with giving more direction for the Queen of Spades. It's time to get her out of these tag teams and put the championship on her before it's too late. Because Shayna's got a lot of ability, more than people realize. She can wrestle, she can brawl, she can, cut savage promos. She could really make everything very believable. And WWE is just kind of keeping her toned down over the last several years. And it really is just kind of frustrating. And I honestly think WWE needs to finally put the belt on her because it's been far too long since her NXT run. It's time to give Shayna Baszler a championship. We need the real Shayna Baszler back. Get her out of these tag teams. Make her the intense badass killer again. Make her do things on her own. That's what I want to see. So what do you guys think of her signing a new deal in WWE? Tell me what you think in the comment section down below. Hit the subscribe button if you're brand new to the channel. Thanks again for watching, everybody, and take care.